The Weather Girls forecast it would be raining men any minute, and that was 2 decades ago. Still no sign, alas, but since then women presenters have taken over the weather airwaves, and isobars to boot. Even Ulrika Johnson first started her TV career forecasting. Radhika Sutran may wish it was raining men, but instead she meets the women who tell us whether it's going to rain or shine.
Weather presenters have become a breed all of their own. You don't have to be a qualified meteorologist to do this job. For Charlie Neal, who's got a degree in media studies, she feels it was her grounding in her previous job in radio and turning into an anorak that's helped her.
Spent the career being surrounded by meteorologists who obviously are interested in it, and that rubs off on you. And it's a case of reading the books and working out why what is happening at the moment is happening. And then before you know it, suddenly you're thinking in terms of weather and looking on the back page of the papers just out of interest. You never do that, do you? I do.
Emma Jesson wanted to be a vet. She took a year out but never ended up going to university. She says she got the chance to work in the theatre, a runner and journalist followed, and then the offer of doing some holiday cover for the weather.
Stop and check, please, Carl. All right, Emma? Happy?
OK, so when you've got the job, how do you fancy presenting the weather to a blank wall? You see, the graphics are superimposed by the magic of television, but the bit you see on TV is the end product. The weather presenters have a lot of preparation to do before they're on air.
3 hours in makeup for me, for starters.
At the beginning of the morning, I would check the previous day's forecast, because we also write the voiceovers for the newsreaders to use in the very early morning and the morning bulletins.
Boot up the computer and get the briefing from the Met Office. And we actually have to draw our own charts now, and we have to track our own fronts and things like that.
And just get a grip of the weather in my head so I know what's happening, and then sit and look at the graphics and marry it, the story to the pictures in my head. And then go down to the dressing room and put some slap on.
Charlie and I don't get out till about 7:38 or maybe later than that.
You see, it's not just about what to wear and how you put your face on. Yes, that's a part of it, but you've got to be able to digest the weather details, talk to that bare wall, and do it in the allocated time.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Glamorous it is not.
It's like driving a car for the first time, you know, all of that. How do I change gear? You use your feet, you use your hands, you run, oh my God. So it's a matter of getting used to it.
It's a bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time, because obviously you're pointing, you've got sort of graphics on one hand. You tend to get to know now when you're pointing exactly where you're pointing.
Competition comes with the territory in any on-screen job. So how does it fare with our 2 weather presenters?
Oh, we're at each other's throats all the time. No. I think we're all just really good mates. I mean, from my experience, I've got on well with everybody, really, that I've come across. And I don't know about competition. I think everybody's got their own individual style. Charlie's got her following, I've got my following. My bye-bye. They're about the norm for mid-February.
Whether you love it or hate it, how does a simple
bye-bye
become a catchphrase?
It just happened, really, and it sort of got higher and higher and higher. Now it's getting lower and lower and lower.
And some people liked it when it was non-existent. But back to the competition question. Is there a storm brewing between Emma and Charlie?
No, because we job share, so and I wouldn't want the full job. Thank you. It's enough. So no, there isn't that competition. There are a lot of weather girls out there now, and there has so far been enough work for all of us.
So how's the wind blowing off-air? Because it's a star job of the small screen that brings with it fame, or does it?
No, it doesn't happen. But then I do take a great trouble, I think, to not look like Charlie Neal when I'm not at work. And that means looking scruffy, out of context. People just look through you.
And I like it because I think people do feel they know you, and it's a lot more of an... I think we're a lot more approachable than other people might be in sort of presenting professions, because that's the whole nature of the beast. You're trying to be friendly and communicate information, and I try to, you know, to be like that and just be myself.
Thank you, Emma.
Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. That was very high, wasn't it?
Just in case you're wondering, I actually wear my shoes while I'm presenting. Thanks to Charlie and Emma for bringing a little sunshine to this show this week.